To the Bad Rating Podcast. My name is Atlas Novak. I'm one of your hosts, and with me today, he's my co-host, and he's the man of 10 million voices. It's Nick Kane. Everybody.
How's it going, Spongebob?
And our guest today, you've seen her on Getting High with, what was it, Dante, and debunking shit.
Wow. They did their research at the Bad Lip Reading Podcast.
There's no lip, it's just bad reading. I'm pretty sure if we called ourselves Bad Lip Reading.
There's no lips either. That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Atlas, I need to hold up cue cards for you, and...
Yeah.
So nobody can see it. Oh, wait, everybody would see it.
Yeah, well, I mean, just the video listeners, the audio listeners wouldn't know. But yeah, today we're doing an episode about Spongebob Squarepants.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So tell us, Alyssa, why is SpongeBob your main sponge? Tell us your history with SpongeBob.
SpongeBob is not only my main sponge. SpongeBob is my only sponge. SpongeBob has. I've watched that show just since I was a kid. The new ones kind of. You know, I haven't seen much of them as an adult. I'll rewatch the old ones as an adult because they fucking smack, dude. They just get better and better. The movie is fucking fantastic. There's always a great lesson. There's great comedy. And literally when I was in the 4th grade, me and my friends, we made the SpongeBob Club. We each had alter ego characters and no other friends. It was dope. And yeah. Enough of a reason for you.
And no other friends.
So wait, we might be releasing classified information. Can you tell us what your code name was in the SpongeBob Club?
There's no code names. That's the most embarrassing part. Like literally, I was SpongeBob because I was like one of like the fucking like entrepreneur, like leader of the SpongeBob Club, and then my girl fucking Patrick, and we had a Sandy. And then someone designated the fat girl to be Mrs. Oh my god, I forgot about this. Someone was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna use a fake name because I feel bad. I would never even do that if I like wanted to be mean to so. Oh man, I never use fake names. But they're like, "Oh, Jessica. Like Jessica should be Mrs. Puff. She just kind of seems like a Mrs. Puff. Wow. I don't know why. How horrible. Dorky." Fucking rolling around in the mud, SpongeBob loving little girls. Just mean little girls. All of them.
Well, so one of you was a Squidward, so you were like, one of you, I bet you was artsy, and like, you'd be kind of like, I guess, so the Squidward, I think, would be the most mature out of all of them, because, like, I think Squidward, as we get older, like, we relate to him the most, because you're just like, I live with, like, 2 of the most annoying neighbors that are my age, and they're childish as hell.
And that's the most ironic part, though, because when you're a kid, you're like, who the fuck would be a Squidward? Squidward's the worst. I would never like a Squidward. And then you slowly become him. Oh, man.
Nice.
It's a weird, like, revelation to have. Usually around, like, the end of high school or midway through college, you're like, fuck, he had a point.
Yeah, and you're like, oh god, my joints hurt. Am I voting? Oh no. I was like, I don't. Yeah, it's bad. It's all bad.
Well, this particular story we found on fanfiction.net. The link to the story will be down there in the show notes for you to find and to give the artist credit. This is called SpongeBob's Inferno by Coworker Jim.
Oh, that's a dope alias.
Yeah. What, Coworker Jim? It's COWW-ORCKER Jim.
Oh, that's plus dope. Anyways.
Cow.
Okay, Atlas, I have SpongeBob Goes to Vegas. You sent me that one.
Yeah. That's chapter 1.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Man, I'm stupid. Okay, I should be Patrick for this then.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool.
Oh my goodness, do you do the voices?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this particular story was written by an AI.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna be, like we said earlier, I'm gonna be not only terrified from the content, I'm gonna be terrified that I'm gonna lose my job as a writer.
Believe me, no, you won't. Um,
We will see.
because I think the guy just kind of had the AI watch a bunch of SpongeBob episodes and went, all right, now watch one for yourself. All right, chapter one.
Write something that you want to see AI. Like I want you to write something that's SpongeBob has never seen. I want you to be the Charlie Kaufman of SpongeBob, where SpongeBob goes inside John Malkovich and lives to be John Malkovich. That's a weird.
I would watch that SpongeBob movie.
Me too. Yeah, screw the thing where they become superheroes in live action. Being John.
Oh my god, he's just a sponge, but then there's a big ass cape and it's just a sponge with no features.
Yeah. Alright. One day at the Krusty Krab, SpongeBob is working as usual. It is a quiet day with not many customers. All of a sudden, a taxi pulls up outside. Out of it comes Patrick.
Hello, SpongeBob.
He says.
I'm here for our trip to Las Vegas.
But I didn't know we were going to Las Vegas, SpongeBob says.
Well, I just got us tickets to the gun show.
Patrick says.
We're going to Las Vegas.
SpongeBob is confused. I thought the gun show was in Washington, he says.
No, that's a different gun show.
What is this, a level 1 improv scene? What the fuck?
It's an AI trying to write a SpongeBob episode, and I have no idea what episode he saw that made them talk about Vegas and Washington.
Yeah, of these places. This isn't where is Vegas in retrospect to Bikini Bottom? That's what I want to know.
It's nowhere near Bikini Bottom.
Isn't Bikini Bottom near, like, Bikini Atoll where they tested a bunch of nuclear weapons in World War II?
How do you know that?
Is that they based it off a real place?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So, like,
that.
the theory is that Bikini Bottom exists because the nuclear material kind of brought all of those, like, things, sentience.
I see. Like the waste poured in, and that's kind of explains the why they're walking around. Oh, okay.
And also why what's it called? There's like car parts that are a lot of their buildings,
right?
Because they're mufflers and stuff.
I'm not surprised that it's more thought out, but I just had no idea. But okay, cool.
Or
I didn't expect to see.
Yeah, like the Krusty Krab is a lobster trap, which makes sense, but
right.
All right. I think
that's what? Dark, man. The chum bucket. That's someone's hand that got torn off because they hold a bucket.
Maybe.
Yeah, literally though. But that's it's the lair of evil, so appropriate nonetheless.
You would think that they would arrest him already, but he just keeps being at home.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. They're not very good law enforcement under the sea.
Well, I mean, you saw what the police are capable of in the show. Like, all they do is straighten out parking meters.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, this'll straighten you out.
It's kind of like cops in the real world.
Yeah.
Oof. All right, I didn't mean to interrupt. Let's keep.
I don't think Bikini Bottom cops, shoot people of color. I don't think anyway.
That's so they could always go, I guess, lower to our level, unfortunately.
Gross.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, no, nothing.
Oh.
No, I was getting ready.
No.
SpongeBob is confused.
I think you're confusing different things, SpongeBob says.
No, I'm not.
Patrick says.
Now, let's go.
SpongeBob gets in the taxi. They drive to the airport and get on a plane to Las Vegas. When they get there, they go to a casino called the Golden Goose. They walk inside, and Patrick starts throwing dice on a craps table. Hey, you're supposed to roll the dice, a man says.
I am rolling them?
You're rolling them, the man says.
So, I'm still rolling them.
Patrick says. The man gets angry. Get out of here, he says.
Oh.
Patrick says.
Yeah, I got to throw some ohos in there for Patrick.
Yeah.
I don't know what they meant by roll. You're throwing them, so I'm still rolling. Oh, okay.
Throwing dice is rolling dice.
Yes, it's. Remember, this is an AI writing it, so it kind of doesn't know the difference of what words mean. It's just
Well, you
picking
know
up
what?
patterns.
If you're gonna write the script, you gotta be ready to hold it to the scrutiny, kiddo. No one in Hollywood's making extra exceptions for you, Mr. Robot.
You know what I gotta say? This is way better than some of the fan fictions we've written. So good job, AI.
Yeah.
This is not bad.
All right. He and SpongeBob leave the casino and go outside. They find a place to sit and watch people go in and out of the casino.
Been there in Vegas.
This is boring.
Patrick says after a few minutes. We can go if you want, SpongeBob says.
You gotta do a SpongeBob laugh a little bit. At least
Wait.
you know that one.
I don't think he laughs at that. Ah!
There's SpongeBob. Okay. No, we're already here.
Patrick says.
I'm going to the bathroom.
Patrick walks over to the bathroom and goes inside. A few minutes later, a blue car pulls up in front of the casino. Two men get out of the car and start shooting at people on the sidewalk.
I was literally just thinking, okay, where are the stakes? When is something going to happen? And then, boom,
What?
start shooting people on the sidewalk. Is this like a political commentary about America? Is this like, what is this? Is this
God damn
better than us? Is the AI like trying to like? Anyways,
Oh my god, that went from 0 to 100.
like live negative to 100.
Oh my god, it's a shooting, SpongeBob says.
That's funny. That's Conan. They should supply. They can submit their writing packet around town.
this machine that just got it based off of past SpongeBob episodes.
Yeah, dude, there's that one fucking pop star actress that got management recently. You guys read about that fucking lady?
No, what happened?
There's this AI that she makes. It's a she, and she's got like a look, and the AI makes like pop songs and like music videos of her dancing to it, but it's all in AI, and the AI has representation. Like I don't know if it's CAA, fucking somewhere big though, and it's like a fucking episode of. I think is it in Black Mirror when they have the computer software, the animation run for political office?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that, except a pop star.
Well, that's freaky.
Makes
So
sense.
yeah, so dream big, AI. Anything's possible. Like this is good work. It's a shooting.
Let's see. He gets up and runs away. He hides behind a corner, not knowing what to do. Then he sees two men walking out of the casino. They get in the car and drive away. SpongeBob runs back into the casino. Many people are lying on the floor, either dead or wounded. Patrick is gone. Patrick! He screams. He runs from table to table looking for his friend. He sees him lying on the floor behind a table. He goes over to them. Patrick, are you okay? He says. Patrick doesn't answer. He is dead.
Okay, I'm sorry. The AI didn't even do. Like, I understand if it can't make jokes, but like, it didn't even watch the rest, like the SpongeBob series. This is not consistent with this show at all. There's never anything like mass shootings or that level, or like the main characters don't die. This isn't Game of Thrones. What is this?
Maybe it was exposed to something else and then it kind of crossbred everything.
Yeah,
Oh
try to
my
be
Lord.
creative. But
Oh my god.
Patrick's
That's
dead.
right.
A bullet,
Why even go on at this point?
a bullet hit him in the head. SpongeBob starts crying. He takes out his cell phone and calls the police. 911, or you can do 911. Sorry.
911, what's your emergency?
A voice says over the phone. I'm at the Golden Goose Casino, SpongeBob says. There was a shooting. People have been killed.
Stay calm. Are you injured?
The voice asks. No, SpongeBob says.
Stay where you are. Police are on the way.
SpongeBob ends the call. He walks around the casino in a daze. He sees that the two men who started the shooting are lying on the floor. They are both dead. Police officers... So who...
This is a depressed AI. Jesus Christ. Was this written around the time that the Las Vegas shooting happened?
What's the date on this? Can we get some context stuff? I want to know what this AI was feeling.
Let me see. This is August 4th. Doesn't have a year. Let's see.
That's the most helpful part of a date, usually.
See if I can find. Maybe it's at the bottom. Yeah, this is intriguing the hell out of me. Why would a computer write this?
It's just right because it's not consistent at all. It's like, you know what I mean? Like you can tell an AI like YouTube can search for blood and like swear words and like violence, right? You can teach an AI what rated G is, what rated PG is. Yeah. Like this is all what? But also,
oh my god!
Like, just because an AI wrote it doesn't mean a good AI wrote it.
I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Yeah, I can't find anything. Yes, let's.
I can't tell either, and that's weird. Fuck. I want to say this would be recent, but who knows? Or I would love to see like what it was kind of cross-pollinated with, because there's not a lot of killing in SpongeBob.
And there's so many mass shootings to inspire work. Like, which one was it?
This is like SpongeBob's evil bad guy origin story. Like, maybe this Plankton orchestrated all of this, and like Plankton's like, and now you know, SpongeBob. You know, like he's like that. I don't know. I tried my best to do.
Oh, that would, huh? Yeah, I'm trying to think what's the most like gory, violent thing that Plankton actually like does, like executes. You know?
I mean,
probably the movie.
It seems like Plankton's MO is that he likes having people serve under him. I don't think he would want to kill them outright.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Like, there's never killing, right?
Yeah.
Like there's more killing in this one episode than of any episode of SpongeBob ever made, plus the movies combined.
Let's keep going here. What's
SpongeBob ends the call. He walks around the casino in a daze. He sees that two men who started the shooting early on the floor, but they are both dead. Police officers enter the casino, guns drawn. They see SpongeBob.
Who are you?
The officer asks, pointing his gun at SpongeBob. My name is SpongeBob. I'm the fry cook at the Krusty Krab, he says.
That's good.
Those two men killed my friend Patrick.
What's going on here? Who are these men?
The officer asks. I have no idea, SpongeBob said. They just started shooting.
Are they armed?
The officer asks. Yes, SpongeBob says.
Were they armed?
Yes, and I think they have guns on them as well.
The officer goes over to the men and searches them, but they can't find anything.
They're not carrying guns.
The officer says, confused. They had guns. I saw them, SpongeBob says.
I don't see any guns.
The officer says. I seem to lack object permanence, therefore they do not exist.
I have the mind of a 2-year-old child.
This is like unrealistic because like you never see police work that thorough. These days, it never. This is too high level. I feel like for a police investigation.
Yeah.
Over there, SpongeBob says, pointing to the men. The officer goes over to the men and searches them again, but they still don't find anything. I told you, I saw them, SpongeBob says.
I don't know what you think you saw, but...
The officer starts to say. Suddenly, his eyes widen. He clutches his throat and falls to the floor. Another officer runs over to him. What's wrong? He asks. Then his eyes widen as well. He falls to the floor, dead.
Wow.
Every character Nick plays dies.
Wait. Everybody's dying. Wait.
Poison?
So both cops have died now.
Right, from what? Did they get fucking like roofied or something? Like what?
I read a little ahead. You're gonna love this.
Okay.
Oh no! Please help me, Jesus.
SpongeBob looks over at Patrick's body. His eyes are open and his mouth is twisted in a grin.
You didn't really think I'd die that easily, did you?
Patrick asks.
Because you can't kill the main character. That's like ridiculous. I guess it's fan fiction. They're not planning for a second series or anything.
Maybe.
Patrick rises from the dead.
SpongeBob screams, "Ah! Patrick!" he asks.
No, you gotta scream like SpongeBob, like when he goes, He gets ya.
I mean,
Remember
that
Squidward, he
that
does
was
it?
my attempt at it. I guess I didn't do it
No,
very
he goes,
well.
"Ah!
Yeah.
Ah! Ah!"
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, like those short bursts, not the act. Like, I couldn't get the pitch right.
Never mind.
Okay. Patrick, he asks.
You're not safe, SpongeBob. You never will be.
Patrick says. SpongeBob runs out of the casino. SpongeBob runs inside a strip club, needing a place to hide. He goes into a back room where a man is counting money. What the man says, dropping the money. SpongeBob looks behind him and sees that Patrick is gone. Who are you? The man asks. My name is SpongeBob. I work at the Krusty Krab, he says.
What's wrong? Why are you crying?
The man asks.
What?
The man asks. There's this ghost that keeps killing my friends, SpongeBob says.
What?
The man asks. Suddenly, the man's eyes widen. He clutches his throat and falls to the floor.
Oh, I know what this is parroting. Okay. Yeah. This is like parroting those like it's based off of like the Garfield meme on the internet where Garfield is like a demon spawn and like he keeps going, "You're not safe, John."
Oh,
have you seen
I'm
those?
sorry, John stuff?
Yeah, I'm sorry, John. It has to be. This is the same thing, but it's with Patrick. Okay, I get what this
So
is.
the AI scanned SpongeBob for the characters and the references, and then it scanned memes. So it's like, what is the pulse on the culture? And then just had a weird fucking love child
To make
all that media.
or
It
slash
wrote,
I'm sorry,
it wrote
SpongeBob.
its own like Patrick is a demon SpongeBob story. Like I got what's going on here now.
Let's see. A knife is sticking out of it. Patrick's head appears next to SpongeBob.
Hello, SpongeBob. I told you, you're not safe.
Patrick says. SpongeBob screams, "Ah!" and runs out of the club. He sees a police car and runs over to it. 2 officers are inside. "Help me! Please help me!" he says. The officers look at him, then at each other, then back at him. Sorry, kid, we can't help you," one of them says. Why not?" SpongeBob asks.
You're dead.
Jeez, this is a nightmare.
The other officer says.
I feel bad for SpongeBob.
The SpongeBob looks at his arms. They're see-through. He looks at his legs. They're see-through as well. He looks at his body. He's see-through from head to toe. He looks back at the officers. They're looking at him with pity in their eyes.
Like, that boy's dead. I pity that sponge.
Ugh,
That was the first chapter.
it's the first chapter.
Wow. Bravo.
Yeah.
Does this AI have a name? Oh, yeah, the alias Coworker Jim. Coworker Jim is really, he took the advice you want to hook him at the beginning and raise the stakes. Yeah, took that to heart. You did.
You know what? You would have been a clever thing to do. It's like I'm not dead, Patrick. It's like,
Why do you think you have holes in you, SpongeBob?
so you thought they were just there because you're a sponge? No sponge has that many holes in them.
You had it set to M for Minnie when you should have set it to W for Wumbo, SpongeBob.
Whoa.
All right,
It's
so
first grade, SpongeBob.
chapter 2, Sponge in Purgatory.
If this is SpongeBob's Inferno, I really hope Squidward is the guide that guides SpongeBob out of hell.
Oh, Squidward is Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil. You just have to get all the way to the bottom floor. The bottom floor. As long as you leave me alone, don't really care.
And then you come out on Good Friday and go to Purgatory. So, do you want to do like the narration part, and I'll just be SpongeBob, and then
Sure, yeah.
I'm dead?
SpongeBob asks. Yes, one of the officers says.
I'm sorry, kid.
The other says. The 2 officers get out of the car. We have to go. There are reports of a bank robbery 2 blocks from here. Okay, are these guys alive or dead? Are these cops alive or dead?
He disappeared. And you don't disappear when you die, do you?
Depends
your
on
spirits. Yeah, your spirit's invisible.
Yeah, but didn't his body become invisible? There's a lot of holes in this plot. A lot of holes right here.
Maybe he's like translucent, so you can see him, but he's still a little see-through.
Yeah. he's fading away as he's dying. That he's
the life is leaving him slowly but surely.
like a
like
Call of Duty camera, right before you die, you're sort of there. People can see you, but you're like, oh, you're dead, man.
I was thinking of Back to the Future, where he looks at the picture of his siblings and they're like fading away
Yes!
piece by piece. You know?
Yes, exactly what it is.
We're making this up.
Dude, I'm already about to give up on this. Okay.
No, we see this through to the end because it's amazingly stupid.
Okay. Okay. We have to go. There are reports of a bank robbery 2 blocks from here, one of them says. SpongeBob watches as the police car drives away. He's dead. He doesn't know what happened after he died, but he knows that he's dead. He starts to cry again. Hey, stop that. It's bad enough you're dead. You don't need to cry about it, the voice says.
What is this voice? Is this his like conscience? Is this God or something?
We don't
We're about
know.
to find out.
You'll see.
Lord.
Yeah.
Anticipation's killing me.
SpongeBob looks around and sees a ghost standing in front of him. He's about SpongeBob's age, with brown hair and a red shirt.
What age? What does SpongeBob like?
Oh, SpongeBob's about like 33. I heard. Like SpongeBob's like in his 30s, and that's like the joke is that he's a fry cook at a fast food restaurant, but he's like a grown man. You know?
Yeah, no, I see that for sure.
I always thought he was either in his 40s or in his 20s. I don't know why. Like he's either way too old to be a fry cook, or like just a little too old.
Okay. With brown hair and a red shirt, is this the Marty McFly SpongeBob? Like who
are you?
Brown... SpongeBob asks.
I'm
you.
I'm you.
The ghost says.
Oh, is this a Ghost of Christmas Past shit?
Maybe.
Oh, this could be. Yeah.
You. I'm you, or you're me. Whatever way you want to look at it.
The ghost says.
This is the part where you explain to me why I'm seeing a ghost.
SpongeBob says.
You're dead, SpongeBob. You killed yourself.
The ghost.
That's one way to go about it.
How, I asked.
I'm dead, but I was having the best day of my life. I was about to get the highest score at the Krusty Krab.
SpongeBob says.
Well, that all ended when you went home and saw a ghost. The ghost...
When you see a ghost, you kill yourself? Is that what they're saying?
Maybe. You mean that I killed myself because I saw you?
SpongeBob asks.
Yep, you must have been really scared, but it's not your time yet. You have to go back.
Oh shit, the ghost says.
What do you mean? I'm dead, SpongeBob.
Bob says.
Yeah, you're dead, but it's not your time to stay that way. You have to go back.
Ghost says.
Okay, stop over-explaining this overly done trope, AI. Yes, he's dead, but not for real.
You gotta make it right. Gotta atone for my sins.
Was it all a dream? I'm calling that now. It was all a dream.
You were there, and you were there. Oh, God.
You have to go back to the day you saw me and change something. If you change something, then you might not kill yourself.
Then you might not kill yourself. That's really reassuring. Thanks, Ghost. This is an unreliable ghost.
This ghost is gonna kill you. I would not trust this motherfucker. Stranger danger.
I can imagine. What was I supposed to change?
SpongeBob asks.
I don't know. That's up to you. All I know is that you have to go back.
The ghost says.
This is really giving me a headache.
SpongeBob says.
Thank you. Do you want to just be Ghost
Yeah,
SpongeBob?
I'm gonna be the ghost SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the ghost SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you too much advice. It's up to you to decide what you want to do with your life.
The ghost says.
I don't know what to do.
SpongeBob says.
I know it seems hard, but I'm sure you'll make the right choice.
The ghost says.
Who are you?
SpongeBob asks.
I told you, I'm you.
The ghost says.
Repeat scene from before.
Repeat scene, copy, paste.
I told you, I'm you. And then it just continues in a circle forever.
SpongeBob forgets, oh yeah, I did shoot myself in the head. I must have hit the part where I have short-term memory.
You don't pay me. We don't even exist. We're just a clever visual metaphor to convey the abstract, idea of thought. One more crack like that, and you're out of here. No, please! I have 3 kids.
3 kids.
Don't delete me.
Okay.
I'm me, so why don't I remember anything?
SpongeBob asks.
You will eventually. You just need to relax and let it all come back to you,
The ghost says.
How long do I have?
SpongeBob asks.
I don't know.
I think you need to get back within the next 24 hours or something bad is going to happen. I think you have to.
Wait,
This is the same scene.
spell it all
Starring
out.
Josh Duhamel.
We're doing the same scene here.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, what did you say? Your next line?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, fucking, this is like one of those movies that you see on Lifetime, starring Josh Duhamel or something. Duhamel, however you pronounce it.
Is this the part where they tell us that men are terrible too?
Pretty
Like on
much.
Lifetime? Okay. Yeah. What happens if I?
What happens if I can't go back?
SpongeBob asks.
I don't know. I think you just stay dead or go to limbo or something.
The ghost says. SpongeBob starts crying again. He doesn't want to die. Hey, stop crying. It'll be all right. The ghost says in an attempt to calm SpongeBob down.
I don't want to die.
SpongeBob says.
You're not going to die. You just have to go back in time. It'll be fun.
The ghost says.
How do I go back in time?
SpongeBob asks.
I just lay down on your bed and relax.
Close your eyes and it'll all happen naturally. Is he getting a happy ending?
Anything could happen at this point.
That's very vague. The way to travel back in time.
Yeah.
The ghost says. SpongeBob does not know what the ghost says. He lays down in his bed and closes his eyes.
Just take deep breaths and try to relax.
The ghost says. SpongeBob does so. Then he starts to fall asleep.
Good luck, SpongeBob. I know you'll make the right choice.
The ghost says.
Oh,
You're
choice.
a very vague ghost.
Yeah. And especially because, like, where is he sleeping? As far as I can tell, they're still, like, outside the casino.
Maybe it's the coffin, like in that one meme where he's like, all right, get in.
Yeah, something or just like a ghost god appeared. They weren't really utilizing the action line very well in the script.
So, Alyssa, what do you think of this story so far?
It's entertaining. I am compelled, and that's more than you can say about a lot of scripts. So
In the weirdest way possible, I bet.
it's very, very dark. I feel like they would have had to instruct the AI to go a dark route with it. Like, I don't think, why would it come up with this naturally?
Mm-hmm.
Or bad AI. Like I said, I don't know. But, yeah.
You know what would be funny is if, like, when SpongeBob, like, fell asleep, like, the bed or whatever the hell he's on, like, the coffin, it travels at 88 miles an hour and it does, like, the tire screech, like, it's, like...
with the 2 trails of fire.
Yeah, the 2 trails of fire, just to make this stupid beyond all possible reason.
I mean, this story is, like... This had to have been, like, cross-pollinated with something else. Like, here, watch some Supernatural or whatever, and watch SpongeBob, and then...
Can you make an AI watch, like, media and, like, have the AI, like, build a story off of what it watched?
Yeah,
Is that how they do
that's
it?
kind of what this did. The guy had him watch SpongeBob, and I assume something else, and went, all right, write
I
something.
would assume something else. Oh, there's Nick again. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
I lost it for a second on my video.
Yeah.
Chapter 3 SpongeBob discovers the truth.
The truth?
Oh, yeah.
The truth.
I think we're all going to learn something today. Let's go.
All right. SpongeBob...
Go
Or,
ahead.
do you want me to do it, or do you want to do it?
You can do it.
All right. SpongeBob then wakes up in his bed. He's back in the past. I'm alive, SpongeBob says. SpongeBob gets out of bed and looks at himself in the mirror. He's back to how he was before he saw the ghost. He goes to his dresser and gets out a pair of underwear. Then he gets dressed in his clothes. He's back to normal. Actually, do you want to be SpongeBob?
Yeah, I'll
because you
do
do
it,
the voice
yeah.
better? Yeah.
I'm back in the past. Now to get out of here.
SpongeBob says. SpongeBob leaves his house and runs to the Krusty Krab. He gets there in no time,
I made it.
he says. SpongeBob enters the Krusty Krab to find that it's closed.
I don't understand. It's open today.
SpongeBob says. SpongeBob decides to wait for it to open.
They totally missed an opportunity there. They should have said, "I'm ready. I'm ready." Like as he's. They should have said they missed an opportunity there.
You know, punch it up. Maybe you can hit up coworker Jim. Maybe you guys could end up being running partners. You know?
Yeah, nothing like hitting up a machine for punch up. I just realized he's that meme of the guy like, rev up those fries because I'm in, the fish entering the Krusty Krab.
Yeah.
I never realized like how many SpongeBob memes there are compared to
God.
like that show is just gonna live on in memes long after it's canceled.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's what this study like. Maybe there's some dark SpongeBob memes out there.
I'm not sure.
Well,
Or
there
there's
are memes.
where there's the fire in the brain and they're running around and they're like
Yeah.
heard it all. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Or maybe it took it very literally with the Inferno.
Everything except fine dining and breathing.
Like this is the first layer of hell that like he thinks he went back in time.
Okay, after a few minutes, Squidward comes and opens the Krusty Krab. Why are you standing outside? Why aren't you in school?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Squidward asks.
I wanted to see you, and I was already done with school.
SpongeBob says. Well, what do you want? Squidward asks.
I want to be a fry cook just like you.
Wait, huh?
SpongeBob says.
Oh wait, SpongeBob's seeing himself in the past, right?
Yeah.
So this might be SpongeBob in the past.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Again, keep in mind that because an AI wrote this, it's probably going to get some stuff wrong.
I'm trying to make it make sense of this. Okay. Okay.
So, like, it might think that Squidward was a fry cook before this, or maybe, like, it's not really getting the context behind what fry cook means.
Okay.
So it's just using the word fry cook.
Oh, and Atlas, you need to be way more depressed when you're doing Squidward's voice. Like, way more annoyed. Like,
It's kind of hard
apathetic.
to, like, do the nasally voice while being... Okay, I'll try.
Just put just oomph in it.
Yeah.
Just think about your life.
Being stuck inside all day? Awesome.
That's how I do it.
So yeah, I want to be a fry cook just like you, SpongeBob says. You do? Squidward asks.
Yeah, so can you teach me how to be a fry cook?
SpongeBob asks. I suppose I could teach you, but first you need to get rid of these clothes, Squidward says.
Oh, shit.
Is he gonna? Is this gonna be a Me Too story?
Oh, this is good. Harvey Weinstein's going to be in this story.
Oh no.
Why? These are my lucky clothes.
SpongeBob says. You can't be a fry cook with those clothes. You need to look professional, Squidward says.
Okay, I'll go home and change.
SpongeBob says. I'll see you later, Squidward says as he goes inside. SpongeBob leaves the Krusty Krab and runs home as fast as he can. Once he gets home, he goes to his dresser and gets out his old clothes. He then puts them on and leaves his house. He runs back to the Krusty Krab as fast as he can.
Is this the origin story of SpongeBob's outfit that he wears every day? The professional tie and button down. Is this where that all started?
Maybe.
Could be, yeah. But he doesn't wear anything different besides the Krusty Krab hat, for his outfit.
Yeah, but maybe before he was a bummy sponge, he wore a lot of tracksuits and stuff, and then Squidward shaped him up with those wise words, and then he just dumped them all and got a bunch of dress shirts with ties.
Maybe. What's
Could
the
be.
deal with when he's jellyfishing those glasses?
That was the
He wears a pair of Poindexter glasses when he's.
Wasn't he
jellyfishing.
friends with that pig? No, wait, that was. I don't know what that was.
Is it
Why
an
is he
eye
friends
protection
with-
thing so they can't sting him in the eye, or?
I think so. Yeah,
I'd buy it.
I don't remember.
I'm trying to think of what is the equivalent of jellyfishing in the real world? Is that butterfly catching, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
except the butterflies
It's
can sting you?
the exact equivalent is if you're catching bees. It's if you just walked.
But I would say it's in the same tonal family as bird watching as far as hobbies go.
It's always weird when someone. I never understood the idea behind bird watching.
You have to think birds are very beautiful and like to just. I think it's people that like to be patient. People that like to just sit and wait.
I guess, but I mean, like, the way bird watching works, there's no way to, like, prove that you saw them. You can just kind of say that you did, and no one will.
But yeah, it's not about other people. It's about you enjoying something in your life, Atlas. You can't just do things for the gram and just tell people you did it. Like, enjoy the beautiful bird.
You do things out of spite?
Kind of.
Is that why SpongeBob does the things out of spite? That's not who SpongeBob.
Squidward does things out of spite.
Truly.
Oh yes.
And then also there's a movie called The Big Year from like 10 years ago, where it's Steve Martin, Owen Wilson, and Jack Black, and they're all bird watchers, and they're like competing with each other to see however many birds in the same year faster than the other two.
Oh wait, I saw that movie. That was so silly.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, they're competing with each other. I'm like, you guys can just lie. Like, I guess if you're just doing it for your own satisfaction, that's fine. But like, just when it's in competition with other people, there's literally no way to prove. They're not taking pictures.
Competitions, or did they make that up for the movie?
I think they made it up for the movie, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's no way. That's so stupid. I guess there's like stupid things like cup stacking competitions and stuff, but like just respect if anyone viewing is a cup stacker, I guess.
I mean, cup stacking at least has like a tactile like thing you have to do with it, like that.
No, truly, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I guess there's silly competitions. There's sillier competitions than that. They're probably just have cringe.
I think what bothers me is that it takes like some skill to do, but there's such an easy way to cheat that no one can catch you in. So you're like,
yeah. But I feel like the type of folk that would really take to bird watching would like have a lot of integrity.
I don't really have a good answer to that. Maybe they are.
Like a good correlation there. I feel like not a lot of like evil, lying, cheating, scummy people are like, I love bird watching. Like, I feel like you don't really see that.
It's like the hobby, like you make statues because like it's like an omen for like the bad things you've done. You have to atone by making statues. Like, I atone by bird watching. I collect all of their feathers in my notebook. See, nothing bad about this.
That's different because you have to collect a feather.
It sounds like a pandemic waiting to happen.
Yeah, that's true. Or just, I just imagine our president being like, "I love bird watching. I love going out there and seeing the rumped finches, and mostly because it's another word for butt. Butts are funny."
I don't get why everybody hates me. I'm such a great guy. Like, I don't even know what's going on. I'm the softest. I just put that on as a front. Like, I just want people to like me so bad.
Okay, let's keep moving.
He runs back to the Krusty Krab as fast as he can.
Yeah. You're back!
Squidward says. Here I am, SpongeBob says.
Alright, let's get to it.
Squidward says. SpongeBob and Squidward go inside and begin to work. It's hard work, but SpongeBob is enjoying every moment of it. He loves working with Squidward.
Aww.
That's my greatest line of this whole script. That's so endearing and like on brand.
Oh, this line's gonna ruin it. I'm glad you decided to become a fry cook, SpongeBob. I knew you were smart.
Oh, fuck, they messed it up.
I messed it up. That's not Squidward. Squidward says.
Thanks, Mr. S.
What?
Then SpongeBob. A flash of memory. The taxi. The trip to Vegas. The nightmare that ensued. Everything. He remembered everything.
Oh, no. I remember everything.
SpongeBob. He just...
So,
like, he just kind of butterfly effect himself. Sorry.
I've never seen someone go, I remember everything.
That would be terrifying if someone did that in real life.
What?
Like in line at a coffee shop.
Like, Alyssa, what if you just were walking with Atlas around somewhere and then you go, I remember everything.
Yeah, exactly.
I would run immediately.
Yeah, no, you scare the shit out of Atlas like we're all gonna die.
But whatever sentence comes after that, you know it's not going to be good.
Oh,
it's not going to get like, less disturbing after remembering everything.
What?
Squidward asks.
I remember it all. The taxi, the trip to Vegas, the nightmare that ensued.
SpongeBob says. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, but I have to leave now. There's gonna be a mass shooting in Vegas.
Oh, no.
And I'm the only one who can stop it. I'm so sorry, Mr. S.
What? What are you talking about?
I have to go. Goodbye, Mr. S. I'll never forget you, SpongeBob says as he runs out of the Krusty Krab.
SpongeBob, get back here!
Come back here. But it was too late. SpongeBob was gone. SpongeBob ran as fast as he could to the taxi station. He got into a cab and told the driver to take him to the airport. Where are we in a hurry? The driver asks. There's
going to be a mass shooting in Vegas, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
SpongeBob says. Okay, great. The driver says.
That's funny.
I just love the idea of, like, you telling awful news to a cab driver, but he's not paid enough to care, so he's just like, all right, whatever.
Well, I mean, he's not going to believe it. He's like, all right, crazy guy. You know?
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
have you ever met somebody or, like, have somebody in your life that they don't really have a reaction most of the time, so you can just say whatever you want?
Yeah, that's mostly my family when I talk to them.
Oh, no, that's my dad. He never, like, really reacts to anything, so I just tell him all the, like, deep, dark shit. He's like, yeah, so I heard the Dodgers are doing good this year. And I was like...
What deep dark shit will you hit him with? Oh la la.
Yeah.
Just say something totally that would scare the crap out of him. Like, hey, Dad, I got a girl pregnant. Let's see how he reacts to that. Maybe it has nothing to do with him. You know, like maybe that's why he doesn't care.
Maybe.
Yeah. I would
SpongeBob. Yeah,
For
Alyssa.
sure.
Alyssa, is your dad like that, or is that something your dad would do?
Oh, no, my dad's very engaged. He's a very high energy level person. He can definitely get on like one track mind and tone because he's kind of getting older, so he's like kind of losing it a little bit. So like sometimes if he's like thinking about something, and he might lose something and then just kind of like repeat himself. But he's very engaged for the most part, almost aggressively so.
Yeah.
It's pretty, yeah.
I feel that. Yeah. It's a lot, you know. Like you have to kind of be like, listen, you gotta. I have enough energy in my batteries like to last about a day with you. Like I have friends like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, I feel like I kind of like that with everybody. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
SpongeBob arrives at the airport and gets on the first plane he sees that's going to Vegas. He sits in first class and begins to think about everything that had happened.
Oh, good for him. He got in first class.
Glass, a fry cook.
Did he steal like the cop's wallet? How did he do that?
Or he flew on Southwest and just happened to get on the plane first.
Does Southwest have first class?
Or they used, I don't know if they still do this, but they used to have a thing where it was just first come, first serve. So if you got on the plane first, you could just sit in the first class, which didn't have like food or anything. It was just you just had the extra leg room, and that was it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so.
again, I don't know if they still do this. This is like over 10 years ago.
SpongeBob remembered how he and Patrick got kicked out of the casino, which was followed by Patrick leaving to go to the bathroom. Shortly after, two men stepped out of the car and opened fire on the crowd. SpongeBob hid and discovered that Patrick was one of the victims, or at least that's what he thought had happened. But in reality, Patrick was actually one of the killers.
What?
He
What?
had masterminded the entire plot, and it was wow. Okay, way to give it to me, AI. You gotta build some suspense. This is like the end of the story. Shit, you gotta do.
No, Nick, don't you realize Patrick is one of the killers, like the band. He's in the band. No.
Did his jealousy turn his face into the sea? Is that okay?
I mean, he he sits there in his heartache, waiting for some beautiful boy to save them from his old ways.
SpongeBob. He had masterminded the entire plot and was aided by an accomplice whose identity was still unknown to SpongeBob. SpongeBob knew he had to get down to Vegas, stop Patrick, and discover the truth behind this madness.
SpongeBob arrived in Vegas and got a taxi to take him to the crime scene. He arrived at the crime scene and saw police officers swarming the area. Wait, isn't this back in time? Why is he now forward in time?
Because there's the time ghost of suicide past and future. Keep up, Nick.
Why am I asking questions? Why am I trying to make
Again,
sense?
most of the plot holes can be explained with "this was written by an AI."
Right.
I'm just going to accept it. SpongeBob arrived at the crime scene and saw police officers swarming the area. What happened? SpongeBob asks. A mass shooting, just like last night. What are they
How many mass shootings are
Oh, it's the AI. It's the AI. Okay. Wait, there was another last night? Yeah, didn't you hear about it? There was another shooting at a different casino. A lot of people are saying it's terrorism, but I think it's just some crazy guy. We'll catch him soon enough.
You didn't catch him the first time? That must be one heck of a crazy
Aren't you guys supposed to
guy.
be dead? Aren't you guys supposed to be dead too?
Yeah, that was a big point that they emphasized over and over again, that they were found dead, Patrick was dead, everyone was dead.
And then there's like time travel or something.
SpongeBob knew the police were wrong. He knew it was Patrick. He had to get to the bottom of this. He ran to the crime scene and tried to find a way in. He found an opening in the fence and got inside. He looked around and saw police tape surrounding two dead bodies. One of them was a cashier, and the other was a customer. SpongeBob knew he had to find...
The shape of a body.
What?
Like, this is the shape of a cashier person.
It's just a...
It looks like a customer. Like,
Yeah, like the dead body of the cashier is just like a guy, but it has like the cashier like sticking out of it. So
yeah, it's something.
Or like one guy's in the middle of handing his money to the cashier, and they're like, "That's his money. That's the cashier. The money hasn't changed hands yet."
Yeah, they drew an outline around the cashiers at the cashier. They is that what you call it?
What, the cash register?
Yeah, they drew a line around the cash register because it's dead too. It fell over. Oh, that'd be so stupid.
The AI empathizes with the machines. You know, the machines.
Yeah.
Fuck.
SpongeBob knew he had to find out who the customer was. He looked at the cashier and saw that her face had been completely destroyed by gunfire.
Oh my
He
god.
couldn't tell who she was at all. He then looked at the customer and saw that it was Patrick. Oh no, it's Patrick, SpongeBob says. SpongeBob realized that Patrick had been the shooter. But he already... SpongeBob realized that Patrick had been the shooter, but why? Why would Patrick do this? He was his best friend. Patrick had to have been under the influence of something. SpongeBob.
Now?
Patrick's doing drugs now. That's why he did it. He was
On a deep, dark road to rock bottom once again.
Oh no.
Patrick's on salvia. Oh, let's see. SpongeBob looked at Patrick's hands and saw that his fingertips had been blown off.
Oh my god. Wait, what fingertips?
Patrick.
His fingertip. His two fingertips.
Oh. I
His,
thought I was like, he has no fingers. It's just...
It says fingertips, but he has two fingertips because he technically only has two of them.
Right.
If you say so, fine.
That's why, SpongeBob says. SpongeBob realized that it was the patties that caused all this. They had driven...
Patties?
It's a lot of...
I don't know what to tell you.
That was such a jump. Wow, I'm just trying to process that. How did we get there?
I don't
So
know.
patties spelled like P-A-T-T-Y.
P-A-T-T-I-E-S, yeah.
Yeah, patties.
Hamburger patties,
No, spelling ability. Oh, I see. Okay. I was like, yeah, it would be an IES. That makes sense.
I feel like if it was P-A-T-T-Y-S, that would be multiple people named Patty.
If there's an apostrophe, surely, yeah.
Yeah.
Or
It's lowercase.
that'd be possessive. Oh god, don't make me do this right now. You saw the bowls that I smoked. Oh my god.
SpongeBob realized that it was the patties that caused all this. They had driven Patrick to madness and led him to kill. It was the birders' fault, not Patrick's. SpongeBob, this is so stupid.
What?
Killed. They were so dang.
What's funny is that it's when they say the patty's fault or the burger's fault, it's singular. So B-U-R-G-E-R apostrophe S instead of S apostrophe. So it's one burger's fault.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's not all the burgers' fault.
Not
It's
all
just
the burgers. One burger.
right.
One burger was sentient and drove Patrick to madness.
Yeah, he got him back on the wagon, back using the drugs again.
Maybe it was Plankton hiding in the patty, and he just whispered maddening things into Patrick's ear. Maybe that's a plot twist.
I feel like Patrick's too dumb to really.
To brainwash? He's too stupid to brainwash.
Yeah, there's no
Okay.
brain.
Okay.
Is mayonnaise a fan fiction? No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not a fan fiction.
It should be.
Horseradish is not a fan fiction either.
SpongeBob looked around and saw a dumpster in the alleyway. He opened it up and threw up everything he had eaten that day. He felt sick knowing that he was responsible for all this. He had to fix it. SpongeBob looked around and saw that the police had finished their investigation. The bodies were being taken away, but Patrick's wallet was on the ground.
Good job,
Are you
police.
sure? Are you sure it's Patrick's wallet?
Oh,
Done.
so take it.
Nice.
It's not my
SpongeBob,
wallet.
SpongeBob picked it up and looked inside. He found a driver's license. It was Patrick's, but the picture was one of the old Patrick, not the monster he had become. The address was for some place in Bikini Bottom. SpongeBob took out his phone and looked up the address. He got in a taxi and told the driver the address. There's a lot of taxis today. The taxi drove up into the night. SpongeBob arrived in Patrick's house and got out of the taxi. He walked up to the door and saw that it was covered in algae and mold. He rang the doorbell and waited.
Who is it?
The doorbell on his rock.
Oh my god! Is this like in the rock? Yeah. Sorry. Did you just say it was in rock bottom?
Oh, well, no, but he just lives in a rock. There's no door.
Oh.
Did not do the research, AI.
Hmm.
Who is it?
The voice says through the door, "It's me, SpongeBob." The door opens and Patrick stands in the doorway.
Who's SpongeBob? Sorry, go ahead.
Hey, SpongeBob, what's going on?
Patrick, I'm doing all the characters now. You just do Patrick.
Okay, fine. Hey, SpongeBob, what's going on?
Patrick asks. SpongeBob looks at Patrick and sees that he's wearing a clean shirt and has shaved.
What?
He doesn't look anything like the monster. Wait,
What?
the
Shit,
monster
where?
Patrick had become means he has a beard.
Or he had shaved.
Yeah,
so,
he
no
had shaved,
beard.
so okay. Patrick, what have you done? SpongeBob asks.
I just got home from work, dude. I've been working at the restaurant as a cook. Come on in.
SpongeBob stops in his tracks and pulls out a gun. Shut up! I know you're not the real Patrick! I just saw him in Vegas after he OD'd on Krabby Patties and went in on a shooting spree in his drug-addled mind. So how about you show me who you really are, imposter? The imposter, having realized that SpongeBob had discovered the truth, began taking off his mask, revealing himself to actually be the Flying Dutchman.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dutchman plot twist.
Oh my gosh, this is full of twists and turns.
So, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to stop there.
God, we keep reading this thing.
Because we've come up to our hour. But there are 5 more chapters.
What?
Yeah.
Can you send it to me? I might die in anticipation.
Yeah, definitely.
Closure.
And for the listeners, if you want to read the rest of that story, it's down there in the show notes. Alyssa, thank you so much for coming on Bad Reading.
Oh wow, yeah, thank you for having me. It was a treat. And even though our time is almost over, these memories will live on in our hearts forever.
Is that a dog?
This is a dog. This is Tammy.
Oh,
it's a Chihuahua.
Pupper.
She's a Chihuahua mix.
She's so
actually.
cute.
Thank you.
Where can people find you out there on the interwebs?
Yeah, follow me on Instagram at complete_Poteet. You'll find it. You'll spell it how it sounds, and it'll come up one way or another. Yeah, and there you can get links to the new show I'm on. I'm doing a segment called Feet on the Street with Alyssa Poteet on getting high with Dante and debunking shit. It's a stoner conspiracy theory video, which is very
very in tune with my brand. Oh, poor little Tammy sat down. But yeah, check it out. All my stuff's there, and yeah.
Cool. And all this stuff
I know
will be
you freeze.
in the show notes. Nick, where can people find you?
You can find me at Millennial Comic on Instagram.
And then you can find me at Atlas Novak on Twitter and Instagram, or you can find this show at Bad Reading Pod in those same places. If you want to support the show and all that we do, check out patreon.com/badreadingpod. You can get stuff from a Discord server all the way up to voting on the story we pick each week. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Wash your freaking hands, and have a good night, everybody.